BI in a box, the innovative way of exploring the value in your data. Let us explore widgets. You are logged into BI in a box, click on Widgets, and we will explore what exactly a widget is. In BI in a box, any grid or form that can be executed is defined as a widget. A widget retrieves information from an underlying source or multiple sources and will render a form or a grid populated with the data retrieved. What you see here is a grid widget, no add, update, or delete allowed. While this is a form widget and a save option is available, BI in a box functionality will never allow for information, be that master or transactional information in Sage 200 to be changed, only retrieving, not writing back to the Sage 200 database. Click on Widgets in the Security drop-down. This will display all widgets available in BI in a box. You will see here that this version of BI in a box contains 730 widgets in total. Around 680 of these are Sage 200 widgets. The remainder are security widgets, providing for the configuration of BI in a box. Let us search for all widgets relating to client. BI in a box found 4 widgets related to client information. This simplifies finding widgets belonging to a specific topic or group. By clicking on the 2 edit icons on the right, you can now start to customize BI in a box widgets metadata. And metadata is simply data about data. Editing the widget object metadata allows you to customize the name and description of the widget in line with your client's terminology. While editing the widget attributes metadata allows you to customize the individual fields or columns in the report and how they will render or not. Each of these lines displayed represents a column in the widget, and each column has attributes you can set or change. In the client widget, there is a DC link, an account, a name, a title, and more, all data elements represented as columns in the widget. Click on the edit icon in order to view or change the associated attributes. Switching the grid visible switch on or off will determine if this column is displayed when the widget renders or not. Here, controlling contact person visible or not. This is a global setting, and so the column is on longer visible to the entire BI in a box user community. As this is a grid type widget, form visible or not will have no impact on the rendering of the widget. If, however, you do not wish to hide the from all users, but rather restrict access to certain users, you can switch on Data Restrict. If the user has data restriction on for their profile, and this column has the data restrict set on, that user will not see this column when the widget renders. Other users, however, that do not have data restriction will still see this column when the widget renders. Data restrict is useful for restricting access to sensitive information. Additional actions is one of those functional areas we would like the BI in a box community to drive. This all in line with making BI in a box more user-friendly. Click on Additional Actions and let us see what functions have been released to date. Disable audit data fields. Switching this on will globally hide all fields identified as audit data. Useful, as the normal user would potentially not want his widget cluttered with audit data. Disable foreign data fields is useful for companies or organizations that do not deal in foreign currency. Again, this is a global setting, and switching this switch on will hide all fields related to foreign data. Clicking on Process Selection will execute as per your settings, and clicking on Home simply returns you to the previous screen. Selection made is not saved. All Sage 200 master data and setup are also exposed as widgets. However, these are only available to the administrator. There is even a widget for Sage 200 printer setup. BI in a box does not make a determination for you. All widgets are exposed, and the administrator decides on which should be exposed to the user community. That concludes our insight into widgets, and remember, everything is explained in detail in the user manual. Please watch the other training videos. Until next time.